Yeah. I was saying, I think it feels like I don't have any top end anymore on this for some reason. I don't know why. It's a little sluggish sometimes.
Pop the hood, see what's in there.
Is that oil?
So, let's see. 14 miles, 20 miles to Wobbin.
There it says fuel 2 miles.
What's that?
That says fuel 2 miles.
No, that's 1 and 2 is meaning
Oh.
what they have for services.
Ha! Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Study 14 miles is the one.
To the gas?
Yeah.
I said we've been out an hour and 50, but really we'd only been out about an hour. 'Cause I turned on my tracker and then put it in my pocket long before we took off. So we've probably been riding about an hour.
You've been riding about an hour? Yeah. I know, we didn't keep going that.
Yeah, a little over an hour now.
Okay.
14 miles to gas up there.
I think I want to call a couple go Tuesday at 91. I don't want to put in, I'm not going to put in regular in 93.
So that's all they had at the gas station we've been going to.
I mean, they had 91.
91.
ice curling going on the lake. We are, I don't even know what lake we're at here. I'll have to check. Time to fill up. What lake is this?
Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes, yeah.
Man, I gotta get that, whatever that rattle is, I gotta get it figured out. Because I thought it was on the exhaust side, but I think it might be on the clutch side now.
Okay.
But for like height of the lamp. What lake is this? Ow. I think I remember it. Well, it was a good day starting off, but now we have an electronic issue, whether it be battery connections or with something in the battery. I don't know, but seat's off right now. I'm in the middle of a road. I haven't been keeping tabs on where we're at. The rest of the riders were. There is some church right up there, but Animal here just got this issue basically where when I turn it on, it's like electronically something isn't firing right. I don't know. we're thinking it could be the battery. All this crud and crap on the battery. So right now we're going back to get the pickup loaded up, but once again, it's not bad when you break down or have issues beside the road. We're running again. We'll take it. Here we go. It happened again, and I just needed to make it right there. Couldn't do it. Ugh. Just right there. So just got back in, coming in from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Did some snowmobiling today. Most of the trip went pretty good. Today we went the west route up and around to Ice Kraken Lodge again. Last video you saw we went the east route and then down south to get to Kraken. But the first part of the trail ride was actually really awesome. Trails were smooth, winding through the woods and all that. We enjoyed the first part of the ride a lot. Once we got to the north end of the route, it got a little rougher, some more kind of whoop bumps in there and all that. And then it was worn down a little bit. You could see some dirt that had gotten mixed in with the snow. And then coming back around, east end was fairly decent, better than the north end. Yeah, had a good ride. The food and everything was just as stellar as it always is at Ice Kraken. That's kind of our local spot that we love hitting up now. A lot of people know about Ice Kraken Lodge as well. Good food, good eats, good beer, all that set up is really nice. So then when we were coming back, we left Ice Kraken. When we were coming back, I started having an issue, and it first started out when we were parked on a lake. We were kind of figuring out our bearings, how to get home, which route we need to take off the lake. I go to start my sled after everyone had took off, and I got this beeping noise that was going on. And okay, what's going on here? And then I tried turning it over and click. So I thought right away, oh shoot, battery. I got a battery issue and it's dead out here in the middle of the lake. Which that ended up not being the case. What happened is I think it's either in the wiring or it is an issue with something else in the wiring harness that goes to the battery. So I gotta take that all off. First thing I'm gonna check out, see if the battery is the issue. I'm gonna bring it in, get it tested, and then I'm gonna start poking around with some of the components on the wiring harness right around it. So that was kind of the negative. It did it that one time on the lake, another time on the trail, and I made it to about 400 yards away from the house there right as I'm coming through the last lake that we live on there to get home. And it died about 400 yards out just as my dad, he was getting my pickup because he thought I had died from the last spot. They left me and they said, let's just throw it on the trailer, call it good. I was messing with it while they're gone, got it fired up again, and that's as far as it made it back. So I quick called my cousin, told him, hey, they don't need to bring the trailer out. And my uncle ended up bringing his sled out, tow rope. We got it hooked up, and we drug it the last 400 yards back into the driveway. Let it sit there again for about 15 minutes, and it was doing that issue where it wouldn't fire, kept clicking like a dead battery. Finally, it turned over, fired up, quick, loaded it up on the pickup, put it in, and called it good because I got to get this thing repaired because not this next week, but the week after I'm on vacation and I need to ride it a lot then. So hopefully I can figure that out and at least be doing some snowmobiling. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe do some spearing or something like that. But a good day. When that was the one negative that you had, positive that I found out as I was searching for the issues for this electrical issue on YouTube, I quick searched up vibration noise that I was looking at in the last video. Well, turns out the cooling tube, or the tubing that went around, I thought that might be causing the vibration noise. With these Vipers, they have like a clutch rebuild issue that can happen on them. And I look at that video, watching the video, and sure enough, it's the same exact sound that my sled's making at that certain RPM range. So that for me was awesome, because now I have another issue sorted out. I can get that fixed, get that taken care of, and hopefully get all these little quirks worked out. I mean, it's just kind of how snowmobiling goes. Some years no issues, other years you have these quirks, and hopefully no major issues. I can deal with these little quirks, you know, nothing major, so knock on, I don't have any wood around, but that's kind of the positive I took from the negative that I had today, is that I found the issue that was giving me trouble as well. So that will be the next thing. Order that from probably Dennis Kirk, and I've heard it's like $60 or something like that. So I'll get that kit, get that clutch rebuilt, and we'll be out ripping and riding with that. So other than that, still no complaints with Animal, other than these little minor issues that keep causing these little breakdowns. But I was able to get it home, and that's a positive out of it too, is that I didn't have this issue way up on the north side of Ice Kraken Lake and having to figure out how getting the pickup way up there, bringing it back down. So all in all, not a bad day. If you do like what I'm doing with this stuff, please subscribe. If you want more of this content, you can do it if you want. But it helps me out, helps me push and get these videos out more. And this is what I'm kind of doing out in the garage, just hanging out here, working with my hobbies, working on building up my skills, knowledge, all, you know, just having a good time out in my garage, because this is where I spend the most of my free time after family's all off to bed. I'm out here fixing what I need to do on sleds, building things, all those types of fun stuff you can do in the garage. And I like tricking out and doing my own custom stuff, because I like going into my garage and then knowing that this is one of a kind. You can't go on Instagram, Pinterest, anything, and find a garage like mine. Like I didn't really copy it off anyone in particular. I took things that I like, built it, made it my own, and I love hanging out here. I got my TV, I got my 13-inch tube TV that I watch VHS movies on. Like right now I got Days of Thunder playing in the background. So that's what I do out here. Thanks for watching.